So let's chat a little bit about workouts. Like whenever you're limited on time. Also, I think that another reason why people don't get a lot done is because people tend to be really hard on themselves. I used to be that way too. Like, good morning, guys. It's Felicia with Happily Ever After Living. Today is Thursday, December 9th. It is currently 4:30 in the morning. I've been up for about 45 minutes. I thought I would share a productive day in the life video just to give you guys a little bit of motivation and how to get things done, even the things that you really don't want to do. But I gave you guys a little motivation because honestly I do believe that I tend to get a lot done within a day. But I think that the interesting part about it is that sometimes people think it's easy. Sometimes people think it's easy. I think it's probably easier for me than many other people that I know, is because I'm like a little bit more organized with it, but it's definitely not easy. But I just thought I would share a few tips with you guys of how to get stuff done, especially the stuff you really don't want to do, but just how to get things done within a day. So here we go. My first tip is to have something that you look forward to each morning. For me, that is definitely my first cup of coffee. Amazing. I literally go to bed thinking about, I can't wait to wake up in the morning to have coffee. So find something that you love, whether that be tea, whether it be whatever it is, your workouts, whatever it is. Just be sure that you have something that you look forward to each morning. I think that having something that you look forward to each morning really helps to keep you motivated, especially on those days when you just really don't want to get up. So
first step is always the best.
Something to look forward to.
The best.
I think it's important to wake up knowing what you have planned for today. Usually I try to do my early work in the morning, but per our billing, no documentation between 4 and 6 a.m. So therefore I'm going to work on other creative work, such as completing the information for my budget course that I'll be launching for January. Also, I'm doing some YouTube things where I need to edit, upload and share a video, create a thumbnail. So I like to use my morning times for my most creative work. And I also have to get in a workout. Patient care today, I have 7 evaluations to complete. And then this evening I also need to do some documentation. So when you wake up with a plan, it really helps because you have focus and a target, something to focus on for your day. The next thing on the schedule for me was to edit the video that needed to be uploaded for the day. Because it was a short video, I felt comfortable being able to edit it in the morning and having it uploaded by 6 a.m. The next thing I did was I moved over and I started working on my webpage, just doing some final edits, making sure that things looked the way that I wanted them to and that they backlink the way that I wanted them to. By the way, this is a budget course that I will be launching. Actually, by the time this video is uploaded, there should be a link available. So I'll put the link for this budget course down in the description below in case you're interested. Next, I moved on to getting the kitchen clean. I have just given up on trying to clean the kitchen at night. I go to bed really early before my family, and usually they're still using the kitchen. So I now just clean the kitchen in the morning. It's working for me. We don't have bugs. I'm going to continue to do it. Just do what works for you. Other tips I would give for when it comes to housekeeping or doing things around the home is to look at your schedule for the week. Like, for instance, I don't do dishes every day. Like, some days I just have to hand that off to someone else, or they just don't get done at all if I have other things that are more important that needs to be done. So always kind of check in with your schedule. Maybe you can do laundry on one particular day and you can't on another day. Maybe there's a day where your grocery shopping is better if it's done on one day versus another day. So yeah, just always be willing to be flexible. And here we've got the kitchen all clean. So now I can sit down and check back in with my virtual assistant to be sure that we're progressing well with the upcoming workshop. I would say another thing too is, even though you set a schedule, like the schedule is kind of like the outline, so don't beat yourself up if it doesn't go just as planned. Like for instance, it's now 5:27 and I'm supposed to be on the treadmill, but my virtual assistant is messaging me about some things for the course, so I have to attend to that. And we have to check the links, be sure that everything is working properly, be sure that the emails that are going out to everyone are all working properly. So my goal was 4 miles for this morning. I don't know if that's going to happen, but doing something is still better than doing nothing at all. So I'm going to respond to his emails, send him the information that he needs, test all of the links, and then get dressed and hop on the treadmill. Sometimes things just happen and you just have to roll with it, you know? But at least if you have a plan, like that's like the best thing, because at least it gives you guidance as to how to structure your day. Okay, so it is now 5:34 and the emails, everything is working. Like I'm getting really excited about my upcoming course. But I have a video that's scheduled to upload at 6 and I haven't made the thumbnail for it yet. So right now I'm just going in to create a thumbnail for today's video that's uploading here Thursday at 6. So I've got about 20 minutes to get that done. Okay, so it's 5:41 and I just got that thumbnail completed for today's video. Okay, so it is 5:45 and I've added that thumbnail, so in 15 minutes this video will upload to YouTube. So far, like what I like to do is put in colors so that I know where I spent my time. So everything in like this color here is for the house, like for family, and everything in this color is for my business. Everything in this color is for work. And I have a different planner that I use for work because obviously I can't share like patient information. So the other planner is private. And then work, all of this stuff is like for me, like the paint. So far we've got done. We've cleaned the kitchen. I haven't updated my budget yet. The video's done, the thumbnail's done. The emails for registration are complete. And now we need to go and work out. It is almost 6 o'clock and I'm finally about to go hop on the treadmill. One of the benefits of working out at home is that I don't have to put on a shirt and my socks don't match. So it's already 6:03, actually it's like 6:04 and I need to be done working out by 7 o'clock. So instead of doing the workout I initially had planned of 4 miles, I'm just going to do some treadmill intervals, try to get my heart rate up and get the maximum amount of burn as possible. So that's what we'll do today. And my virtual assistant is still texting me, so I'll have to respond to those messages as we go. Also, I'm now wearing 2 sports bras because I think the girls are going down a little bit. So for a little bit more support until I'm ready to invest in new ones, because for some odd reason, sports bras like these, the Nike Support sports bras, they're like between $50 and $80 now. That's expensive. So we're just gonna double up for a while until I'm ready to make that kind of investment again. Not again, because I don't remember paying that much for these. I think I paid maybe $30. I don't know. Let me grab some water. All right, so now I've just put my treadmill on a higher incline. I'm running out of time. I'm at 35 minutes and I've gone 2.13 miles. So now I'm slowing it down a bit and I brought the incline up. And so I'm going for 4 more minutes, just to 40 minutes. And then I need to hop in the shower and get ready for work. So let's chat a little bit about workouts. Like whenever you're limited on time, and this is coming from the place of a person that usually, if I didn't have time to do my full workout, like for instance, get all 10,000 steps, I would just skip it all together. But that doesn't help you get any closer to your goals. So whenever you're limited on time and you want to get a quick burn in, try doing like either interval training, like if you're walking outside or on a treadmill, try to walk, jog, or if you are already running full time, then just run, sprint, and then that helps get your heart rate up, and then that also helps you to burn more calories in a shorter amount of time. Also, you can try strength training, like you can try lifting heavier weights and working out large muscle groups. Or even if you don't use weights, just try doing like total body workouts. Like for instance, the mountain climbers, the burpees, the push-ups, like those will work your entire body, including your core, and they will also help you burn more calories in a shorter period of time. And in doing those, try to do as many as you can, burn out, take shorter rest periods, and then, do a couple more rounds of those. So you don't have to be all or nothing. You could just do whatever you can, even if you only have 5 or 10 minutes. And this is coming from a reformed perfectionist. Also, as a physical therapist, I kind of know what I'm talking about a little bit. So I'll talk to you guys a little bit about, actually, let's just do it now. Another way you can save time is to know what you're eating ahead of time. So because I have a busy day, and I don't want to I'll be away from home all day. I don't want to eat trash or garbage. So before I came out here, I actually put eggs on. So I'm boiling eggs, and I have eggs as my protein source because they're easy to eat. And it's a good way to get in protein. And I also have fruit for lunch and breakfast. So for breakfast, I'll have the protein and fruit. And then for lunch, I'll have the veggie, protein, and a fruit. So I won't be back home until later this evening. And once I get home, I'll rest for an hour. And in that rest, it includes having dinner, which I already know for me, it's going to be more eggs. And it's going to be more eggs and a pound of veggies. So that's already pre-planned. And then that rest time, that also includes a nice bath, like a sit-down bubble bath. And during that rest period, it also includes probably like doing whatever I want to do, like binging on YouTube or just some music, or just sitting and doing nothing. Or if I'm really tired, I'll probably get in a 30-minute power nap during that time. So there's many ways to be productive. It's nice to have a schedule, but just remember, you don't have to hold yourself exactly to that schedule. You can allow a little bit of flexibility. Those are my eggs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now I'm just gonna go hop in the shower and get out of this house and get ready for work. So here's my lunch for today. I have fruit for both breakfast and lunch, and I'm also packing this in case today is stressful, and if I feel like I want to eat something extra, I'm gonna have that banana. Here's my veggies for lunch, and then 2 eggs for breakfast, 2 eggs for lunch. Quick and easy, keep it simple. So let's check in before we head out of what we got done and what we didn't. So instead of 4 miles, I only did like 2 point something. That's okay, it's fine. Kitchen's clean, still haven't done my budget. Everything for my business has been completed. So I'm really excited about that. And so get ready to head out. Alright guys, so it is currently 7:39 and I'm early for my first patient. So I just pulled over into a parking lot, and that's okay because I actually need to review 2 charts anyways. I need to review the 8 o'clock patient. I need to review her chart before going in, and also the patient after her. I need to review that chart as well. But I just want to check in and give you guys a few more quick tips of how to get things done, how to get a lot of things done. So another thing that I do, that I don't really tend to think about a whole lot, but sometimes other people point it out to me. I basically have like a uniform for work, and before I just wore like all blue scrubs. Like that was what I did, that's what I wore. And then there was another time I went through a season where I wore all black scrubs. Recently I have a few different colored scrubs, because once I started the brand, I wanted colors that kind of like match the brand a little bit. But for the most part, I wear like blue scrubs all the time. Another thing that I do, ladies, when it comes to makeup, I keep the whole makeup routine very basic. To be quite honest, I don't even wear makeup every day. But on days like today, where I have 7 evaluations and I have all new patients, you know, I try to keep in mind that not only am I representing my organization, but I'm also representing myself. So I just do very basic, not even like, I don't know what this stuff is called, but just like a little bit of coverage. It's not even foundation, it's some type of cream, and just basic stuff, you know. And besides, the mask will be on anyways, so they can't even see my entire face. Yeah, and another thing that I do is I give myself like little challenges. For instance, my first patient is at 8 o'clock, but my goal was to be out of the house by 7:30. So like I set these little challenges in my head, so I rush around the house and make sure I get out on time, which I did, and I'm really excited about that. And then it gives me time to, like, I like to buffer as much as possible. It doesn't always happen. Like today, there's not a lot of buffering, to be honest. There's just not. But when I can, like right now, I have a little bit of time, so I'm going to sit here and review the charts. Also, I'll review emails from work. I will send emails to my DON if needed. I'll also send emails to the PTA. I communicated with my OT last night, so I don't have to do that this morning. But yeah, so yeah, those are just a few more quick tips of what I do. And also, I think that sometimes people are really hard on themselves. So I think that another reason why people don't get a lot done is because people tend to be really hard on themselves. I used to be that way too. Like, I always used to strive for perfection, and sometimes that would just keep me from getting the most important things done. So that's another tip that I have too, is try to focus on the most important thing, like what needs to be done right now, like what needs to be done today. You know, for instance, I was just looking over at my passenger seat, and it's a little embarrassing, but I'll share it with you guys. Prime example, I totally forgot to take out yesterday's lunch bag. You see that container down there? So today's lunch had to go inside of this bag, but that's okay. Like, I'm not beating myself up. I just know that when I get out today, I need to grab both. And then I also have alcohol here. This is just something that's quick and easy, like a hand sanitizer, but I can just spray it. So just look for ways to make your life more simple. So it's now 7:48. I am done reviewing those charts. I'm preparing to head to the next patient's home. I wanted to give you guys another tip regarding, I know I mentioned like I tend to wear a uniform. I tend to wear the same thing every day to make it easier for me and save time, and it helps me to get more things done. I know not everyone wears scrubs to work, but when I worked in corporate, like as a rehab director, one thing that I would do was, like, 1 week I would wear black pants and a different top on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I would wear a dress on Tuesday, Thursday. And then the following week I would rotate, and like I would wear a dress Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I would wear black pants and a top on Tuesday, Thursday, because I worked within 3 offices, so I kind of like always had something different on each time. But for the most part, I was just wearing the same clothes all the time. I don't own a lot of clothes. Well, kind of, but not really. For a woman, I don't own a lot of clothes. So shopping really isn't my thing. But yeah, that's a quick tip. You know, if you work in corporate world, that's something that you can do that will help you save time, so you don't really have to think about each morning, what am I going to wear today? Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Alright guys, so it's currently 12:08 in the afternoon, and I just came home because my 1 o'clock patient, she needs to reschedule her visit, or she needs to reschedule her visit until 4 o'clock. So that means that I'll be getting home super late because she lives about an hour away from me. So right now I'm just washing my hands, take my watch off. Yeah, so that means that I won't be getting home until around 6 or 6:15 because she lives like an hour away from me. So I probably see her from 4 to 5 ish. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and have my lunch here. I never ate breakfast. Like, I just didn't have the time. I still have my eggs. I still have all of my fruit and the banana and my veggies. And I also made sure that I brought that stuff out of the car that I showed you guys earlier. So here's my lunch bag from the car. So I'm just gonna clean that up and I'll sit down and have some lunch. And then after that, since I'm getting home an hour later, I think I have, my next patient is at 2 o'clock and that patient lives 30 minutes away from me. So I have about 1 hour to do some documentation. So that's what I'll be doing. I think that since I'm getting home so late, I'm actually going to go ahead and wrap this vlog up here. Thank you guys so much for spending the day with me. In this video, I really hope that you guys got a good understanding of how to get a lot of things done, even when things don't go well. Because, you know, we can make the best of plans and sometimes things just don't go as planned. Like, for instance, right now, this patient, you know, she needs to be seen at 4 o'clock instead of 1 o'clock. And that just means I'm getting home even later. So the things that I had planned for this evening, obviously, like for instance, from my planner from earlier, I had evening documentation. So instead of doing it this evening, I'm just trying to move that up and at least do an hour's worth right now. And then the only other things I think I needed to do was like to update my budget and some small other things. So I'll be able to get those done as well. So yeah, so I hope you guys are able to learn a few tips as far as productivity goes and maybe like learn some hacks. And also to learn like not to be so hard on yourself. You know, you're only human, you're not a machine. And also this video was mostly about like my day in the life. Like, I don't talk about things like with my family and how they do things, but just to give you an example, like it's always nice to get help. Like my husband, he's at my father-in-law's and he sent me this picture of the salmon that he's cooking for dinner. So if you can get help from your family or from other people, that always helps as well. You know, especially like if you're a part of a family, it takes teamwork to make things happen. I don't do all of this by myself, I'm being honest with you. If you like this video, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, and don't forget, if you have any productivity tips of your own, please share them down below. Not just for me, but for anyone else that's coming to this video. You know, we're all a team here. We're all family. So let's help each other out. Bye.